the challenge in terms of how experiential media is actually kind of being built. I think what the experiential kind of media networks actually have to offer is kind of connectivity between kind of the online and the offline world, right? We see kind of offering of hotel brands, for instance, where you do have a physical experience for a CPG company that might be able to deliver kind of products in the rooms per se. And when you think about the different formats of advertising that can also be delivered, whether it's online or offline, they actually kind of are allocated to different media buyers per se. So, if you think about, you know, United Airlines or Connective Media, for instance, that have out-of-home screens, within the airport, that this will actually cannot be purchased by a media buyer on out of home and not necessarily kind of a digital buyer. Well, now the entire kind of connective experience might actually kind of be digital as well. So they are kind of, the allocation of budget is what becomes challenging on that front.
Speaking of other challenges, Frederick,
Yeah.
connecting online and offline experiences opens opportunities for both endemic and non-endemic advertisers. So with that in mind, how do you help brands understand where each should focus?
When you think now about the engagement of the audiences, whether it's actually kind of a online or offline moment, both are actually kind of converging into kind of one single experience. So there's not necessarily kind of a differentiation from a user standpoint. So the brand should actually kind of go and think about it as a global moment of attention that they want to actually kind of go and purchase again.
So Frederick, LiveRamp works across multiple types of partnerships and data sources. How do you help clients navigate that complexity to actually activate integrated campaigns?
Great question. So now we think of ourselves as a kind of neutral, interoperable platform that enables kind of our clients to connect data that kind of lives into different places. And once that data is actually kind of connected against one single client ID, then this can actually kind of be activated across all the delivery platforms, delivery mechanisms that are actually available to them. And that then kind of enable to have this audience being addressable. And then we actually enable also to kind of go and provide a full-on kind of unified measurement framework by getting back that data against tied to a client ID so that they can actually go and understand how this activation resulted in kind of conversions and therefore then kind of carry on with an optimization process of the campaigns.
Frederick, looking at experiential media networks growth,
Yeah.
which ones are getting it right and what are they doing differently?
I think many of them are actually kind of doing it right. No, and when you think about these experience media networks, like they are kind of multiple verticals, multiple categories that are actually embedded into this classification. And so when I think about, the first category comes to mind is the Uber and DoorDash. Like they have actually kind of built amazing businesses, amazing kind of experience media networks. And the way they actually kind of did it is initially capitalizing on the collaboration that they had with the endemic advertisers. So, think about Uber or DoorDash, like it's all about the initial kind of QSR retailers actually being leveraged through kind of a delivery services. If we think about Connective, like this is the same thing. The initial kind of growth kind of came from the endemic advertisers, such as the Board of Tourism, for instance. And then think about the gaming, such as EA or Sony. They do have kind of endemic advertisers that are kind of close partners and could actually kind of go and invest straight away and kind of go in for the long term. So I think this is kind of the way to kind of initiate the growth is really to kind of capitalize on the endemic slash kind of initial corporation partners to kind of invest and build for the long term together.
So, Frederick, as retail media and other commerce channels proliferate, how do experiential media fit into the broader brand strategies?
And I think no, this is not necessarily kind of, I think nascent is not the right categorization for the experience media networks because some of them are already kind of a sizable businesses today. That being said, this is a new category to be purchased by kind of the media buyers. And to kind of what we were talking about earlier, they are challenges because they are actually covering so many different formats across so many different moments of a consumer that media buyers are not necessarily kind of divided the way that no, they are actually kind of being offered to the market. And so therefore, this is actually kind of creating some challenges at the scale. But as soon as I think on the buy side, we see kind of one unified way of actually kind of buying those experience media networks at scale, capitalizing on those moments, we will actually kind of go and see kind of a high growth. And then the second thing I would say is now, the collaboration between the advertisers, the partners, and those platforms is key because the transactional data does not necessarily sit with the media networks per se and will sit actually kind of with a brand. So when you think about the outcome, measurement of the outcome, it lives with a brand. So therefore you need a lot more data collaboration that is privacy safe, obviously, to actually kind of enable the media networks to understand what's performing for their brands and therefore kind of optimize towards kind of a right outcome. So I would say the experience lives with the media networks, whether it's offline, online. The outcome lives with a brand, but both of them kind of need to be together in order to provide full value to their customers.